Well, the students, it is the fourth clip, and we are involved in discussing the types of essays. In the previous, we talked about narrative and the descriptive essays. In this discussion, we are going to talk about argumentative essay. Argumentative essay basically is a logical discussion about some complex subject matter, where the person have to give the definite point of view and then analyze a problem from logical and scientific, logical and reasonable way, and to support his ideas we have to give and cater the relevant valid information. That style of essay is called argumentative essay. This argumentative approach is necessary where you have to convince your colleagues, fellows, your top managers to agree with you on a certain problem and adopt a certain way or a policy. Especially you have seen that in the parliament, when some bill is presented, some case is highlighted and objections are raised, those objections are tackled properly within a reasonable way and are answered on the logical grounds and uh, on the logical data and information. Such a view can be seen if you download the discussions made in American Congress, or especially in the British Parliament, that how those people raise the objections and how those objections are broadly heard by the respective person and the responsible authority, and they answer them in a logical manner. That approach is called argumentative approach. Well, I have expressed that in computer science world, these approaches are used where you have to write a suggestion recommendation report. For example, uh, in a company, in a banking sector, there happens frequently loss of data and hacking. People are being deprived from their uh, precious property, money and information, and this is also giving a bad name to the bank. The bank has decided to launch some security system, and there are two systems available. Which one can be best? You are a computer engineer, you are the part of that discussion, and you are arguing that the very system A is much better than the system B devised by another colleague. But you're saying of this that the system A that you are suggesting is expert is no value unless you make a logical debate and you bring logical and relevant information. Well, read this definition. In an argumentative essay, the writer is trying to convince the reader of something. He or she will demonstrate the validity or the falsity of a topic. The writer's position will be backed up with evidence, including statistics or the opinion of expert. In these essays, the writer is not merely offering an opinion, but making an argument for or against something and supporting that argument with data. Fine? Means nothing is evidence without evidence. Everything should be evidence based. That discussion is called essay, and here you have to give the cause and effect and the other techniques. Let me read this first 2 or 3 lines so that you may have the guide idea. Gun control has been a controversial issue for years. A vast majority of citizens believe that if gun control is strictly enforced, it would quickly reduce the threat of crime. Many innocent people feel they have the right to be to bear arms for protection or even for the pleasure of hunting. These people are personalized for protecting their lives or even for enjoying a common innocent sport. If you dive yourself into it and find out that what is the tone and how the person is developing argument in favor of the gun control and essay. Well, the second is now we are on the second essays. The same thing is expository essay. Here I want to give you the example, how to be a wise consumer. Fine, this is an expository essay, that how well you can become a wise consumer. This actually is the part of the second lesson, and these readings are the sample essays for you people, so that you may read these essays and find out that how the writer is developing, how has introduced the topic and writing the topic thesis statement. Fine, and many others. Well, it is all argumentative essay. Let's see about the expository essay. Expository essay, an expository essay is a written paper for that aims not only to reveal the main idea of the narration but also show all the essential details. This type of essay is used to expand the field of knowledge in a particular area, resorting to description, clarification, reference to specific source or action. Well, these expository essays are, say, they are the types of explanatory nature. They need to express, for example, some person has made a study, he is researching on a certain technology, and expressing that technology, he will expose it, mean what is the technology and why it is used and the history of the technology, and in what ways the technology can be much better way, and suggestion and recommendation. That multi-flavored approach is basically applied in the exposition, where you include your point of view, the point of view of the other people. Fine. Well, then area resorting to description, classification, reference to the specific sources or action. Moreover, the expository essays could be discourse in a necessary field, or through it, it also could maintain the explanation of some essential facts. Fine. The main task of the author is to describe the topic in simple and understandable way without resorting to personal pronouns and omitting the emotional factor. Fine. The discussion is made, and the sample essays for this is how to be a wise consumer. For today, shopping has become an integral part of every person's life. Walking through the various stores in search of necessary products, people perceive a considerable amount of information which sometimes significantly influences their choice. Well, luckily, now two things have been merged. For example, it's Eid day and you are also making Ramadan shopping. And plus, in the wake of COVID-19, when the shopping malls are closed, how well you can be a wise consumer. It can be very interesting that you should go around, include your experiences, include the claims of the government, the mind of the shop, mean the customers, and also the uh, sellers. Clear? That could be a very good approach, but first read it, and then it's much better to write and include your personal experience. It will be a very much better thing. Then there is another essay, cause and effect essay. Fine. Cause and effect essays to explore the nature of events and their validity. Clear? How the things happen and how they affect the lives of other people. These essays are cause and effect essay, and they are very much important. Fine. Let's read. Cause and effect essay is one of the basic types of academic writing assignments that is aimed at investigating reasons and outcomes of the particular event. Writing cause and effect essay helps the students to understand the causal relationship of various things and their dependence on each other, and to evaluate the ideas in detail and accurately as well. Clear? Cause and effect essay is also a meticulous approach to separate the reasons and their impacts. Clear? And this is that can be applied in all the fields wherever you, it depends whatever the essay type you are using, it is not your personal choice. Actually, it is the choice of the subject matter and the communicative situation. Thank you very much.